Hi guys, it's reaction time. We've got Robert Hart and The Time of Our Lives. Ralph, my mate Ralph asked for this one. He messaged me yesterday actually, he said this is a great song. Robert Hart is the lead singer of Manfred Mann's Earth Band, also ex-Bad Company, I believe. So yeah, I mean obviously a lot of experience here we're talking about. So Robert Hart, the album Circus Life, I believe it's already out. It's a release for this year, so it might be something I need to check out as well. Get on my radar for my listening pleasure this year. It's gonna be so much of it, but you know that's the way it goes now. There's so much to be heard and so much to get out there for sure. So Robert Hart, The Time of Our Lives. Here we go.
It's got to change. Forgot I touched the burn. Oh, won't light the flame. Thinking back when life was easy. Life was simple. It was free. Was free.
Oh, I love it, man. I really do love this. Lyrically as well, I love it. It's just definitely just harking back, unless I'm just missing something, to days that were better. You know, when we were younger, carefree, my life's music now, but in a different way. But I suppose it always has been my life music. But, you know, when you're younger, you're growing up and the fun you had, and it just seemed like the world just sort of passed you by without a care. You didn't give a shit, you know what I mean? But that was just the way it was. But what a fun time that was. Not that I'm not enjoying myself now in my later years. I mean, I love my life now, but man, you just can't help that, you know, that nostalgic feel that the lyrics give you in this. Musically, man, wow, I love this. Let's get onto the vocals first. The grit he's got in his vocals, I love that. Sometimes when he sort of reaches a little bit more, it gets even more grit on his vocals. He's got a beautiful tone, man. Love the guy's tone. He just sounds great on this. At first, when it came in the beginning with the verses, that sort of stomp really, I was thinking, that reminds me of something. And listen, we all, you know, it's really hard, isn't it, for songs not to remind you of other songs, whether it's a little riff, whether it's a little drum beat, whatever it is, it can remind you. Almost reminded me a little bit of Feels Like the First Time from Foreigner, the verses in that. I will climb any mountain, that part of it. But fantastic, man. Just beautiful. Lovely sort of bluesy riffs coming in and out. Sort of Robert Hart like gives this like line out, and then you hear the bluesy riffs come down, 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 like that sounds great. Like a Hammond organ going on in the background as well through those verses, well throughout the whole song I think, but you can really hear it prominent in the verses when you just get that great like stomping bass line, boom 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 boom, like that, and you can hear the Hammond organ going in the background. Really cool little twin lead part at the beginning as well, which I loved it straight away. I was like, yeah. And I think Robert Hart gave this sort of like little whoa or something at the beginning. Sounded, this is tone straight away, just drew me in as soon as the song started. Wow, classic rock done brilliantly, just superb, man. I love it, I absolutely love it. Now time to get hold of the album and time to listen to it throughout the year, without a doubt. I mean, I've never been obviously I've heard of Manfred Mann. They were a massive part, you know, when I was a kid growing up. I remember them. They had a couple of hits and stuff like that. But I never really, you know, followed them. So I was a bit wary about hearing this, thinking, well, what's it going to sound like? Man, it just sounds as relevant as anything. As relevant as anything I've heard. It sounds great. It sounds absolute, but it's touching upon all those classic rock that we love, you know. Brilliant stuff. Here we go for the rest. Lyrically, musically, perfect. Absolutely perfect. You had to have a fade out on that as well. I mean, if we're going to hark back, you know, and think about, you know, good times and years ago, 70s, 80s, fade out was the thing. Fading out. That was the way to do it. I love it. I still love it now. Great. I love the way when I put the headphones back on, you had this sort of really cool bass line, and then there was little galloping riffs and those beautiful sort of backing vocals. I've got to say as well, backing vocals harmonising on this is just superb. It's just the perfect rock song. It almost had for me, it had a slight southern rock feel to it as well. I don't know if that's me just, you know, I don't know, is that grasping at straws a little bit? But perhaps the bluesy southern rock sort of feel, especially of the solo. I love that. I love that. Thank you very much, Ralph. That would have definitely flown under my radar. I might not have even, you know, come across that. That's what I love about doing this channel, and you guys who watch and you guys who suggest stuff and bring new music to me, and then hopefully people will listen when I get it out there. So that means a lot. That's why this channel runs. That's what it's all about. Thank you very much for listening, guys. What do you think of that? What do you think of that brilliant song, Robert Hart? And that was The Time of Our Lives. The album Circus Life is out now. check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you soon.